morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is December the 14th and my shop is now on holiday. Now I kept the store open for 4 days longer than I thought I was going to, just because I had a few more sales drip through. I had a couple of offers come in and I just wanted to make sure that the store was open and people were able to complete on those offers. It's now shut. I do have a couple of orders to get out the door today. However, today is mostly going to be all about sorting out the garage. Now, I need to start the consolidation process, so I'll show you what that entails for me. I need to start the is this stuff worth me selling process as I go through each item that I'm sorting out today. So if that sounds remotely interesting, stick around and I'll show you what I do. So, first things first, the garage is an absolute mess. So on the right hand side I have got a load of stock that needs putting away. So all of that is stock that is listed, it's already skewed up, but I've not yet had a chance to put it away. I've got packaging all over the place. I've got some items which are not worth the selling on my store. Some of these are either got stains on them, they've come out of a bundle, part of that eBay store buyout that I did, or have been damaged on return. I've got bits of packing supplies all over the place. All of this needs processing, and generally the garage needs a bit of a clean. But before we get into that, let me show you what we've got going out the door. It's all ready here for you. So we've got a Bathing 8 t-shirt, that's gone for 25. A Gabici, I think you pronounce it Gabici. Shirt, it looks a bit like a bowling shirt, that one, to be fair. That's gone for 10. Cannot remember what that one is. Oh, that is a skirt from a brand called Jigsaw. Now, this was part of the buyout that I did. And you can see the Jigsaw flare skirt, 22 quid. I was quite happy with that. We have a t-shirt from Download Festival. I think it was like Download 2013 or something. But it's got a really cool graphic on the front. That's gone for 20. We've sold another Hot Wheels Barbie. I picked up a load of these. They worked out to be £1 each. I accepted an offer of 4 quid on that one. Well into profit with them. Only got a couple left, so they weren't too bad. A Harry Potter VHS. Hasn't gone for very much. I think that's gone for, there you go, £5.99. Not too bad really. An iPhone SE. I had it listed at 45. Lots of people viewed it, but no interest at all. And then I've had a couple of offers come in that are below £30, and I thought, well, the first person that does £30 or more, I'll probably accept. So somebody has offered 30, I've accepted 30. We have a little Nestle mini eggs tin. It's quite a nice little tin. I think they were 50p each. And that one has gone for, I think it's about £6. That's £7, not too bad. £7. And then lastly, we've got a Harry Potter Wizarding World wand, which has gone for £17.09. So my first job is to get them packed. I've then got a load of sorting to do. You know, down there is just full of boxes. I really need to get to grips with this garage before we go into 2025. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start the consolidation process. Right, that's all of the postage done. Now it's time to get on with putting this lot away. Can't do any consolidation whilst this lot is still not in its location. So that's the next job. So the first job is to get them all into piles of Skew shelves. So in the garage we've got A round to E on clothing, and you'll see like that shelf is shelf E, that shelf is shelf D, and that's how my skews work. They are skewed to an individual shelf. Now, I know a lot of clothing resellers do the numbering system where you just keep adding numbers into your skews, and then every now and again you just move everything down and see what you've got left. That didn't work for me. It might work for other people. I just didn't think that I would be able to find numbers if I was looking in between a range. This way, I know exactly what space I've got, and I only have to do a consolidation twice a year. So I do one in the summer, and then I do one just before the new year starts, is the theory. It worked in the summer. I haven't lost an item yet. I know that I've misskewed some items, but they've always been found. So it seems to work for me. So, for example, if I go through and I need to know what's available, I have my SKU numbers written down here. And I'll get into that once we do the actual consolidation. So I have a sheet of paper with little labels on. I write down what SKU has just sold. So there'll be a piece of paper that says A at the top. And if that SKU is an A SKU that's just sold, so if it's A101, I'll write A101 onto the bit of paper so that I know that that location is free and I can use it for the next time that I list an item. That's how I work it. You work it however you want to do it. But for me, this is what works. Right, that's everything put away. Now I'm just going to get rid of anything that shouldn't be on the floor because I'm tripping over myself. So I'll start on that. Right, so the initial floor is now clear. It's amazing when you do this that you find all kinds of things that you didn't think you had. I thought I'd sold out of these. I've got 4 more. Too late now. So I might have to alter the listings, instead of saying stocking filler or Christmas, to say Father's Day or birthday. But I've got 4 of them left, so I'll get them relisted. yeah, it's nice just to be able to move around in here. There's a couple of bits that have been returned and have been relisted, but they haven't got the Skew numbers on them yet. So once I get to their box, I'll add them into the box. Now, which is the easiest way to do it? Getting down there into A and B is a pain. So do you start with the hardest one first? Probably should do. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go into active listings. You can see that I have 159 active listings for a value of £15,206.12. I will then click on the Skew. I might have to click twice depending on which way around it does it. Right, so this should now be in some kind of alphabetical order, and you can see straight away that I have items with no Skew numbers in. Now, if it's things like the Hot Wheels or the X-Men action figures, I know where they are. They're in shelf F because they're everything. If it's a plush, like this Pikachu, I know exactly where it is. There is only one place it can be, which is underneath here, which is a mess and does need sorting out. I don't think I'm going to sell plush in 2025. As soon as the car boots reopen, I think I want to utilise this space for packaging supplies. At the minute, my packaging supplies are all crammed in here, and each of these tubs has to do multiple different types of supply. And then I have cardboard stored up there. So I think I want to utilise this area for more of a packing situation. Plushes aren't a great seller for me, so I don't think it'll be a big loss. But I know where they are. But when it's clothing, they could be anywhere. If it's a big jacket, chances are it's hanging up on the hanging rail. But these are ones that I need to find, because if I sold them, I wouldn't know where to look. But we'll go down until we hit a Skew. Right. So we will start with the A1 box. So I will go over to here. I will pick up A1. It's quite hard to do one-handed. A1. Now, let me get rid of some of this stuff. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that all of these are the same and match up with what I've got in here. So A101 should be a vintage shirt. A101 is a vintage shirt. So I've got A101, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 7, 7, 9 and 10. So we don't have an A108 in the box. So if we go down, where's my mouse? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 and 10. Perfect. So everything in that box is as it should be. But what we've also done is we've gained a Skew. So what I will do, is I will come over to my sheet and I will write down A108 because I know that we have that skew spare. I will then go along all of the A's and do exactly the same, making sure that the items match. If there's any missing items, try and find them. If there are any that are skewed up but are not on the eBay system, I will try and find them. And eventually I should have a sheet full of skew numbers that I can use. So straight away, here is a perfect example of what we're looking for. So we're doing A4, so we've got A401, A402, and then on eBay we go straight to A405. So I have A401, A402, A404 is not on here. So that needs to be relisted. So we'll stick that there for now. A405 is fine. We have a Lecoq Sportif, and then we go to A5. So there's no more in the A4 box according to eBay. However, after A405, we've got all this. Now, that is in the wrong box. So is that in the A5 box, or has that come off as well? So A505 doesn't exist. So that has definitely come off. A406 is not on there. A407 is not on there. 8, 9, 10. A411 and A412 are not on the store. So already we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items that are not currently showing on eBay, but they are skewed and have been listed. Let's see how many more we find. Here's another issue that you might come across. So I've got this monsoon sleeveless blouse, size 14, brand new with tags, in A1105, but it's duplicated it. And I definitely only have one. I definitely only listed one. So one of those got to come off. So I've done half of A now, but I'm going to leave the second half because I'm waiting for some more boxes to turn up. Before I use these boxes, these long boxes here, I used to use some standard small shipping boxes. So that's the reason why I'm going to be leaving B as well, because these are very small. You can only get 5 items in them. So I'm going to be leaving B because that is all small boxes, so they all need replacing. So I may as well do that all together. So let's carry on. I might go with E because it's easier to get to for now. Oh, and I don't think this is going to be something that I'm going to be able to complete in one day. It is a lot of work, especially when I get to working out if all that's still listed or not. So I'll try and get C, D and E done today. Wait for the boxes to come to finish off A and start with B. And then yeah, see if I can consolidate this down a little bit more so I can get some extra clothing pieces in maybe. Alright, carry on. Does anyone actually know why listings get taken off eBay? Because I can't seem to find any rhyme or reason. Now I get some of this stuff in this. Now I listed that early on in the year. That was probably April time. I don't know. But has that come down because of the whole Puma thing going on? Don't know. Don't really care. Low end stock anyway. Again, that was the beginning of the year. But that was last week. It's not on there anymore. That was about 3 weeks ago. Not on there. That was last week. About a month, 2 months max. Some of them have been on nearly a year, so it would make more sense that if they've not had any traction for a period of time, that maybe eBay have gone, nobody's really interested. However, that was bought September. And I don't know how long it's been inactive for. But I just, if anyone knows, or anyone has any theories on why things get delisted, drop it in the comments, let me know. I'll carry on. So just a quick update. I've now completed all of E. I've done half of A. And I've now been through all of my non-clothing items as well. Surprisingly, almost all of my non-clothing items are still listed. And some of them have been sat there for quite a while. So that was good. I think there's only two things that were not listed. And because they were repeat listings, they just seemed to have run out of stock. So that was probably on me. One of them was the phone chargers that I've been selling very regularly. I've just created a new listing of them, and the other one was the golf ball, so that was definitely me. So happy with that. Got to carry on, and I want to try and get the de-racking completed today. I have got 2 full sheets of A locations available and 1 sheet of E locations available. Also, I did manage to move some of these boxes around, so there was only 3 on the top. So I've managed to move 1 up, which has freed up 1 space down here. So that's another 10 items I can get in. And now that the floor space is tidy, currently this is just all the stock that is been delisted. But once I've sorted it all out, I'll be able to get 4 more locations in here. So already with the extra locations and the locations that we've created, there's about 110 SKUs that I can create, and that's without converting the old boxes from half of the A and all of the B, and obviously without any other missing SKUs from the rest of it. So I'm hoping that we might be able to get another 200 locations from the rest of the work we do, so 300 locations in total, which is perfect because that's my target for this year, is to keep my store at about 1,000 items. Looking at all of this stock here, I'm going to car boot this. I think some of it has been sat for so long. I think I've had that Paw Patrol since the very beginning of, I can't even remember where I picked it up from. Charity shop. It would have been January or February time, I think. And there's just like bits of bundles that are left over So I think that I won't lose out anything if I sell it off for cheap, because I bought a lot of it in bundles. So for example, I've got bits left over of like bar stuff, bits left over of that. I definitely made my money back on them. I was selling them for ages at really good prices. I've got a couple of like ashtrays and stuff, some pub memorabilia. A lot of the book stuff come in bundles. The CDs were cheap anyway, they're like 10p each. So yeah, I think what I'm probably going to do is try and car boot a lot of it, so I can probably add it all as clothing. So I might just keep a shelf for non-clothing items and only have on that shelf high value stock, cameras, that kind of thing. Maybe we'll see. Time to carry on. All right, guys, I'm calling it a day. It's been a long day. I've managed to do just over half now. So I've got the whole of C to do, the whole of B to do, and a little bit left of A to do. But I probably won't even do them tomorrow because the boxes won't be here in time to do A and B. So probably a job for next weekend now, which is fine because I won't start listing anything until the new year anyway. So not too worried about that. Don't know what else to say. So we've managed to get all of my skews. I don't know if you can see them. So we've managed to get an extra 195 locations so far. That's with what's available inside the boxes and the space that we've freed up. So we've freed up another one on the D racking as well. We've got 5 freed up on E. I'm expecting to free up one more. Well, that was close. I'm expecting to free up one more for C, and then I'm expecting to free up a lot of spaces for B, because most of those will only have 5 or 6 items in, and with the new boxes that are coming, you can double that, so you can get 10 in. So yeah, and currently they only have 3 boxes on the shelf, whereas you can fit 4 of the new boxes. So we should be good. We should be good with our stock holding for next year. We should be able to try and reach and maintain a level of 1,000 items. Yeah. Pretty happy with what we've done today. The theory is that this year was all about growth. So we started off with no items, 0. So the first item I sold was a a FIFA game for PS4 that I had lying around the house. So that was the start of it. I sold a FIFA game, I sold a Walking Dead DVD box set thing, a Game of Thrones box set, a few bits of clothing, and that really was the catalyst for this year. So whilst we've done well in revenue this year, we've not taken anything out. I've not paid myself at all this year. There's 0 profits because everything has gone back in some shape or form to getting this stock the way it is. So next year I'm hoping I don't have to be so strict on my listing goals and how many items I have to have each week to list. You know, this year's very much been trying to grow my listing goal. I mean, I've even got it on a chart that in May I was listing 6 a day, June was 7 a day, and every month it grew by 1. It capped out at 10 a day. So that's the growth, and that was just trying to get the discipline to do daily listings, because I knew that I wanted to grow really intensely this year. Next year's not really about growing the amount of items we've got. Next year is about saving some cash to expand the area that we've got. So next year will be a maintenance year, I think, is what I'm calling it. Anyway, you'll see me in a minute, but it might be a week later. See you later. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to complete the consolidation this year. I had ordered the boxes from my normal Amazon supplier, and they were supposed to arrive yesterday, which would have been a week later from what you've just seen me doing. However, because of the Christmas rush, they have now delayed postage, which means that I won't be able to receive the boxes until the 27th. So I will continue the consolidation once I've received the boxes, and I'll give you an update in the new year of where we are with that. I just wanted to do this outro to say thank you very much for everybody who has watched and subscribed to the channel. We've just hit over 200 subscribers, which is crazy because I didn't think I'd get anywhere near 200 in the few months that I've been doing this. Thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year for my goal setting and review of 2024. See you later.